Hi. So it's my half birthday. All the snow melted. I got a haircut, and since the last time I vlogged, I've watched a Werner Herzog movie about the people in the taiga, and then I watched the not so fantastic Fear of Everything, and then I watched Gambit, which is about forged paintings and not the X-Man, and then I watched After Earth, and I'll talk about that more later. I also made this game where you roll dice and that determines what kind of room you have to build, and you create this little map, floor plan thing of a little space habitat thing, and then sections can depressurize, so you have to be careful about airlock versus hatch placement, stuff like that. It's kind of neat. I also listened to a really good Stuff You Should Know podcast about sign language, and then a Stuff You Missed in History podcast about the New England vampire panic. And so book stuff. I finished A Deepness in the Sky by Werner Vinge. That's the one about the spider people and the focused people. And then I read Hyperbole and a Half, the book, because it's not everything from the blog, I think. And then I read Wool Part 1, which is really good. It's sort of post-apocalyptic type stuff. Then I read The Reality Dysfunction, or at least I tried to, but it was really hard to get into that. So then I read Nancy Kress's The Erdmann Nexus, which was pretty good, and now I'm reading 1Q84, which is a translation. The original is in Japanese. So far it's okay. Okay, so After Earth. I thought it was okay. It had really good set design, and the little gadgets that they use in the movie are really, they look cool. And that stuff is enough for me pretty much to enjoy a science fiction movie. But there were some other problems with it. But here I cut together most of the cool stuff that I could find, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's all the visually interesting stuff I could find, but there are some big problems with the acting and the speech in the movie. Logan calls Jaden Smith mushmouth, and it's kind of justified. If you listen to him, he does not have good diction. He doesn't enunciate, and he's doing this weird accent throughout the movie, which I guess is appropriate to the setting, because it's like thousands of years in the future or something, and maybe the Australians take over at some point, but it just sounds ridiculous. And I mean, if they had just done any other accent, it would have been a little bit more believable, I think. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about, though.
Bred to kill humans. Technically blind, the Ursa sees humans based on the pheromones we secrete when frightened. They literally smell our fear. Humankind was again in danger of extinction, and again turned to the Rangers for the answer.
Okay, so that's it. Bye-bye.